because this is 2022.
Yeah, this is when I started creating the project. So, but when I decided to flip it up was in around 2023, and this is what I was experiencing, like what I was experiencing at the all-time high. You feel me? So, like,
so this is in real time.
It was like compounded, bro. It's like you're building. You gotta remember, like, signed to Records 2016, 2018, right? So they already assume you crazy rich. You're already at a record label. You're already buzzing, right?
What was your
this is
advance
2018.
like? I gotta ask, what was the advance like?
So,
sheesh.
listen,
You want to
clarify
just jump
this,
to that?
for all the pocket watchers,
You want to talk about this album, or you want to
all
jump
the
to that?
people who like to
There's a whole story
guesstimate what's going on.
There's a whole story on that.
We gotta address some shit too. If we go into the album, if we go into the advances, then we gotta talk about Sha Money. If we going into that, if this, if you want to cut to that right now, we can talk about that.
Okay, he had some words.
Because I seen his. I didn't
even know about it. We just someone sent me the clip before I told him we're going here.
I'll tell you a more recent story with Joyner Lucas, right? Got him signed to Atlantic 2 months after I met him. 3 months we had a deal. Craig and Dante heard the music, saw the video. I sent them, nice, good deal. Boy wanted to jump in, team is right, Riggs the A&R. So they like, yo, we're gonna put together a promo tour together. So you're gonna have to go do this. Promo tour, you gotta step around every city. You gotta tap in with every DJ or every radio station. You gotta sit down and do these interviews.
Shake all the hands, kiss all the babies.
Yo, after probably the third state, he was like, yo, I don't wanna do this no more. I'm like, bro, I've seen 50 do this, I've seen everybody. You gotta do this promo, bro. This how you gonna meet them. They gonna say they know you. You gonna build a relationship.
This is the job.
You gonna leave. They gonna spin your record, bro. And he didn't want to do that. And I'm like, but I'm trying to like, yo, bro, you gotta do this. And he just didn't want to do it.
What was it? What reason did he give?
He felt like he didn't have to do it.
And he had a following already.
He had a following, huge following on Facebook, a lot of social media fans. He was doing his thing and he was building it up, but he thought he made it already. And there was more work to do. This is where you get from where you was at, underground, to the mainstream. And that radio and them DJs matter.
Right.
DJs really matter. You tap in with them, go do everybody's interviews. You gotta give yourself to get it back too.
Yeah,
I don't even think
my response, I wasn't here, so Mac Gat, this is on y'all.
Are we going to that, or are we talking about what
the album?
doing?
We're talking. Period.
We can wait for that. Or we can go into that
Let's-
right now.
Let's stay the course.
Let's go.
Let's stay the course.
Because if we got to talk about advances and all that, we got to talk about Sha.
Yeah, that was my day off, so y'all
Okay.
You see how your man
Y'all
just
lead
threw
it.
us under the bus?
Y'all lead it.
Said I wasn't
I knew
here.
this was coming, that's
It's
why.
a very easy conversation, but y'all lead it.
I live under the bus. Go ahead, please, sir. If you please, we can talk about the advances. We can talk about Sha Money. If you'd like to respond.
Go ahead, Drew.
Wait a minute. 2 seconds ago.
I'm going to chime in. But the nigga put me on a fucking lawyer shit where I can't
Hold
say
on,
shit.
no.
But we gonna go ahead.
We can get to the whole story.
Get
if you
to the
like.
story, go ahead.
I'm trying to see which phone.
How many
you on.
phones are you going?
He got like 20 phones
Pulling
over
up the
there.
receipts. Hold on. we want to go there?
You gotta pull out.
I'm fucking with you. We could. It's that easy. But look,
No, my man, why you
So
have
look.
5 phones? Like, for real.
So listen.
3 of them just hit the floor.
So listen. So I met Joyner in 2014. All right, 2014. When I met Joyner, I already had a marketing company, so my shit was already going right on a marketing thing. But my passion was always music, right? So I meet Joyner, and I'm like, yo, I think you're talented. We should do something. Got some ideas, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we start working together.
At this time, are you investing in his career?
No.
Okay.
2014.
You're just working together.
Yeah, working together.
Okay.
Joyner already got his business partner, Sean,
Right.
who's his partner, right? So I come into the situation working with Joyner and his business partner, right? For like a couple years, right? All right. So you remember when you probably first heard about Joyner was probably like Facebook or some shit like that. Somebody sent you a link. He got to 1 million followers on Facebook first before anywhere else, right? So we figured out a formula to get his music heard and get it working with his enough traction. So in terms of like labels approaching and all that, we was already getting there because he was already kicking buzz. You know what I'm saying?
Drew was pretty much acting as a manager, even though he wasn't a manager. He knew that I needed one, but
So I was just filling the role.
he was filling in the role.
We didn't get you buzzing, what music you making, all of that, right?
Those phones are catching L's.
Yeah, just hold it, just hold it.
Listen.
So you understand what I'm saying? So it's like we're working together. So me and Joyner every day working towards like trying to get whatever
This
moves
is
it,
like over the
creatively,
course
whatever.
of this is of course over a couple years, bro. Like we working together, whatever. And then I get a message on Facebook from some kid who says, "Yo, Sha Money wants to talk to you." And I'm like, "Oh shit, word." So I'm like, "Shit, hop on the phone with Sha. Yo, I fuck with what you doing. I'm already starting to make a little bit of noise."
Right.
And he's like, "Yeah, man, you got a manager?" And I'm like, "Nah." And he was like, "I bet. So, let's talk about, me managing you type shit." So I'm like, all right. So I looked at it and at this time, like, you know what? This is if I can get Drew to manage me and Sha and have two managers,
Then this will work.
then it's gonna work because he know everything he doing on the marketing side. Sha do what he do on the ground. I'm thinking this motherfucker's still Sha Money from the G Unit era. I'm not realizing that this nigga's a dinosaur. I don't know this nigga's a dinosaur. I don't know. I'm like, he's a nigga, so he's gonna be able to make some shit happen.
Right.
So I had to talk to Drew.
When you say dinosaur, what is a dinosaur?
The old methods, fucking, the 90s.
Traditional
and
shit.
the traditional.
The business is different.
The business is
from
different
then to now.
Right.
You
feel me?
understand?
So a lot of the shit that, that they did back then and a lot of the ways that it was, this is where his head was at. Pause. So
That was crazy.
So he didn't really understand, me and Drew were really non-traditional. We like to push the boundaries and we like to,
He's
So-
telling you the format.
yeah.
Well, no. Don't.
No, not as far as formatting.
He
Never-
didn't
not
format
creative.
records. Nothing.
See how fast
It wasn't
that
nothing
happened?
like
Not in
that.
the creative. He
Nothing
didn't do
like that.
anything on the
Creative.
creative
Nothing
at
like
all.
that.
He
Nothing like that.
I was 100%
was all
on the
business.
creative.
Right.
It was all business. Everything was cool. I had to talk to Drew about
Like, I mean, he didn't produce a record, none of that.
none of that.
Right.
But I had to have a conversation with him and ask him, how he felt about co-managing with Sha Money. Now he felt a little bit like, damn, like I've been working with you for years, nigga, and now I gotta take a pay cut or take a
So
step
check
back.
it. So well, first off.
Yeah.
So when we was working, there was no arrangement.
Mm-hmm.
So Joyner asked me to manage it, right? And at the time, again, I had a marketing company, so this was kind of like a passion thing for me.
Right.
I'm into music. Then I met somebody that was real as fuck. He was real as hell. So I was like, yo, let's try to do it. Come on, like I'm with it.
Right.
Whatever it took, let's try. So we try. When Shaw get in the picture, Joyner go to me. He goes, listen, will you co-manage with Shaw? And I was like, well, I don't even know if I want to manage you, bro. Like, I don't
Right.
know if I want to take this on. Like, I'm doing it. I got a marketing company.
Right.
But Joyner's smart, bro. He's smart, right? There's a reason why we're not signed to records, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, 2018, December. Who gets out of their deal? And we probably signed the worst deal in hip-hop history.
The worst.
The worst deal you could ever sign.
All right.
What's the type of
Let's
deal?
So-
reel it
so-
back,
so-
reel it back,
so
reel
hold
it
on.
back.
You-
Hold on,
We didn't
no,
get to the
we're
deal
gonna
yet.
get there. We're gonna get there.
Right.
Scenes
So
and
check.
shit, nigga. Hold up.
So
Okay,
check.
come on.
Hold on.
What
So
season?
check.
You skip the scenes
Hit it.
of the management
Hold on.
to getting signed. There's a
No,
whole
hold on.
fucking- yeah, yeah.
So check. So what I'm saying is, he's smart.
Right.
So he's like, look, I know what I'm missing. So his intention was right. Getting someone like Shaw, the intention was, you're in the business, so you understand how this works.
Right.
My man over here, who's been rocking with me for 2 years, doesn't know this shit like you know it, because you've been doing this.
Right.
So if I get both of y'all together, it's already working with me and him.
You're gonna
so
learn.
if I get you in the mix, we
Right.
can take this to the next level, right? So the intention was right. The first and only time you ever seen him speak about Shaw was on Twitter 3 years ago, and you've never heard him speak about him since. So it's only being addressed right now because it only came up 3 months ago,
Right.
right? And the first time he did address him, a day later we get a fucking letter from a lawyer.